Today, we're going to take a look at why Marvel seems to have an obsession with cameos. As many of us know, the Marvel Cinematic Universe is ripe with a huge roster of deeply developed, beloved characters to choose from in any of its films, TV shows, comics, everything. Literally, they have hundreds of characters that they can pull at any given moment. This roster lends itself to giving TV shows and films brilliant and also sometimes mind-bending cameos. But why do this to begin with?
When you do something that you know the fans seem to enjoy, that gives you such satisfaction, you don't want to stop.
First things first, the in-joke. It is such a powerful emotion to make an entire audience feel like they are on the inside of a joke or a piece of information. How many times have you been in a Marvel movie with someone who is a Marvel fan and you feel the sharp edge of their elbow in your side, followed by, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, that's Stan Lee!
Are you Tony Stank?
This response actually has deep-seated roots in our own human psychology, where we are constantly trying to form groups and societies, where once we are in that group, we feel safe. So when we do see something that we know, we become a part of a clique, a niche. We become a part of a group where we belong to those who can do the nod.
We're also lesser-known Marvel characters.
And this makes you feel really good because it leaves all of the other plebeians in the room to ask, what did I miss?
Build a statue for me.
We will build a big statue for you.
With my helmet on, with the big bendy horns.
This feeling of a clique or a social group that accepts you because of what you love or you enjoy, due to the information that you know, is an incredibly powerful tool. It taps into something that's very primal in our brains. The human brain is designed to be a social tool. We very quickly are able to work out complex social dynamics in groups. Take a look at any human society and they are filled with groups based on knowledge. Next, a cameo can fan the flames of fan theories worldwide.
Find the form that best suited you, and this is the thanks I get?
But why are fan theories so popular? Well, this stems from the very same human instinct that makes the murder mystery a perennial favorite. We are obsessed with knowing. Or in other words, we're damn nosy. And that's fine. We like to ask questions. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. If we didn't, we really wouldn't have pretty much anything that we do now. Medicine, healthcare, science, war. Even understanding the human brain came about from philosophers starting to question why. Why do we think this way?
Think you might have taken the hedge trimming a little too far there, old chum.
So I have. Thanks, buddy.
So how does this translate to cameos in the Marvel Universe? Well, when one of your favorite shows or films decides to drop an unexpected cameo appearance from one of its extended character list roster of people that it can pull from, well, pretty much everyone in the room is now wondering, well, what does this mean? Why have they put this there? And it sends us into a frenzy of questioning about the meaning and results of this cameo. We, as the audience, will literally be waiting on the edge of our seats to find out just how much this cameo will change about what we're watching week to week. This literally opens the door to millions of potential outcomes and situations because you're conflating a brand new character into the world. So let's take a look at an example of this.
Long lost bro get to squeeze his stinking sister to death or what?
She recast Pietro?
So let's consider the actor who plays Quicksilver in the X-Men franchise, produced by Fox. When WandaVision brought that very same actor into its series to play Quicksilver again, but now on the small screen, he brings along with him his entire history from that alternate show. This literally set the internet alight. I'm pretty sure a couple of servers just blew up. Does this mean that Professor Xavier is going to be making a cameo? Or Magneto is going to fly in and fight Wanda Maximoff? Or maybe the Phoenix is going to blow up the entire town? So many questions. Again, this is down to people who are in the know, going back to that idea of the clique, then being able to piece together so many different aspects of that character's history, of what it means to bring that character into the world.
All will be revealed, my child.
When Quicksilver was revealed on screen for the first time in WandaVision, everyone went crazy because they realized that this could dramatically change the direction of the show. And ultimately, it surprised us, and we want to be surprised. Cameos make space for the unexpected. One of the best uses of a cameo in a story is when the writers pull in a character in an unexpected way from a completely different space to be able to change the direction of a story in a way that they couldn't have done without that cameo. This choice permanently changes the direction of an entire series in a really unique and dynamic way, and it means that it keeps the audience on their toes because they just don't know what might happen next.
What it, sis? It's not like your dead husband could die twice.
This is a wonderfully powerful yet dangerous tool as well. So when Quicksilver was introduced into WandaVision, he had a very specific narrative reason for being there. This was the moment that both Wanda and Vision were having a large argument about what was happening to this town, as Vision was finally starting to see through some of the lies.
Stop lying to me!
This, all of this, is for us.
When Quicksilver arrives, however, this diverts their attention away from the argument, stopping them going too far and pushing the story too quickly towards its conclusion. But it also then brought a brand new character into the mix, totally changing the dynamic of the series. However, by adding a brand new character into the show, this can have unforeseen ramifications. It totally changes the dynamic of each of the scenes that they're in because now we also have to accommodate for this brand new character. The audience have to now get to know them in the same way that they've been getting to know your previous characters all the way through the series up until this point. And especially when it's a character that's been taken out of their context, like Quicksilver has, we don't really know what to expect. This puts us in a position where we can either be pleasantly surprised or bitterly let down. We forgot to realize one very key thing, that this story is ultimately about the key characters that we were introduced to at the very beginning. And the writers couldn't change the story too much away from its original course without making an entirely different series. Unfortunately, in WandaVision, this particular cameo ended up grinding my gears.
You're Ralph Boner?
Boner.
But alas, the writers had to keep the story contained. It was already quite an expensive series, and they were doing a lot with it already. So by adding Quicksilver into the mix, they also had to try and rein in all of the possibilities. Quickly, the Quicksilver character seemed to disappear behind the events of Wonder and Vision, and so all of our time, effort, and fan theories were paid off with a simple dick joke. And thus is the problem of the cameo.